Hello guys and gals, me Mutahar, and welcome to another episode of Dank Web Browsing, Dark Web Browsing, Deep Web Browsing, the part of the week where we take a look at the danker side of the internet. As always, the theme will be completely random, and since it's snowed in, I have no fear of any revved up vehicles. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, my weekly torments are mine alone. Let's go to the very first website. Oh man, don't you just love starting off with conspiracy theories? So this is Go Beyond. Only read if you don't mind being offended. Oh boy. It's great when we got a trigger warning to come out with. So 2017 9/11. It's a little vintage right now, almost 2 years. Not almost, a little over a year. So let's see. I don't like sounding like Alex Jones, but sometimes he's right. Damn straight. Papa Jones is right about everything. 16 years ago on the day I sat in my third grade classroom, we were told to evacuate. There was a bomb threat at our school. After the bomb squad came and searched, they determined there was no bomb after all. My parents picked me up from school and we went back to my dad's office. They showed the horrific news to me on a TV. Only years after that did I realize what an incredible hoax it was. The towers fell at free fall speed, just like Building 7, which was only hit by debris. The towers were specifically designed to handle impact with a plane, if I recall correctly. Bush's brother had a security company which took the contract for the towers a few weeks before. Larry Sillerstein, the owner of the Twin Towers, takes out a massive insurance policy a few weeks in advance. You see, it's that kind of shit that makes me believe in the conspiracy theories. Because, here's the thing. There's conspiracy theories like Flat Earth and shit, and I don't really believe Flat Earth. I think that a conspiracy to make sense has to have a motive. But that's a good enough motive right there. Do you understand the insurance payout on something like the World Trade Center? Motherfucker made a ton of money back. But not only that, but if you think about it, it led to conquests that would happen for years upon years upon years. So, yeah, to an extent, I believe wholeheartedly it's an inside job. Damn straight, dude. It's debatable a plane even hit the Pentagon at all, given the angle of approach. Alright, furthermore, the VP told jets to stand down after the plane crashed. Normally, jets would be scrambled in case of terrorism with such an event, and they were not. You got things over there, and when you look at it from that perspective, especially considering it was such a massive event that it still holds weight and validity to this very day, that something like 9/11 should have been treated with a lot more shebang, I guess you could say, versus how we really treated it. I guess we were sort of whimpering at this point. But then again, ladies and gentlemen, this is one of those loaded topics that I think is best left to the actual experts. I'm not an expert, okay? I'm not an expert. It's pretty late at night. I'm an engineer, all right? And I don't even work with jet fuel and shit like that. I work with computers. So I guess you could say that it's a little iffy of a situation. But anyways, let's go down over here. So Go Beyond. So what the fuck is this? This is a page where I list notable items for sale. Okay, so not only do we have fucking conspiracy theories, but we have literally Craigslist. So everything's there. So what do they have for sale? A 1972 BMW and a 2006 Suzuki. My God, interested in buying or trading. Motorcycles, 250cc early 90s Honda, Yamaha, BMW, R65. Okay, so this dude's into bikes, congratulations. Shipping containers delivered to my property in Van Horn, Texas. Land near John Connolly Road in Van Horn, Texas, specifically next to my parcel. Land in Fort Davis without restrictions. Okay, so he's kind of like soft doxing himself at that point, dude. I don't know. I mean, that could be anything. Employment. I'm not in a place to employ many people, but hope to be in the future a variety of days or roles. Mostly for sports tech, but not at all. Personal assistant. Someone to help manage the day-by-day. Developer, intern. Okay, so he's looking for some jobs here. And other, I have a friend who's very, very sick. She has type 1 diabetes, and she cannot be controlled properly with insulin, blood pressure. Aww. Neither she or I can afford a good doctor. I could set aside some amount per money, but it would be very small. Most likely, if you have a practice and would like marketing, I think you could make a TV show or YouTube series treating her. She is a true fighter and one of the best people I've ever known. She's also a medical mystery who has never found a good doctor able to figure out what's going on. Man... You want to know something? That actually might seem like a pretty sick YouTube series if you did that. Somebody that is a total medical mystery and going on with them I guess make a YouTube. I don't know. I feel like that would get pretty fucking shut down and demonetized hard considering the current algorithms of YouTube. So no, if you were a doctor and that was your way to get money back, not only is it a risky way to get your money back, but I don't know. He also, that's a weird situation. I wouldn't recommend making that shit on YouTube. But let's go to about. Okay, the content here is for myself. He literally gave out name. But he said it's in the public domain. I'm not gonna fucking bother with that shit. Let's go down over here. About me. I was born in Canada. Ha ha, motherfucker. We fled the country at about 4 years of age. I am now a U.S. citizen. I work in my startup. I published my first book called 52. I started New Country Project. I've been around Bitcoin for a long time. Was likely the first person to buy a motorcycle with Bitcoin. This dude's like the fucking OG Dank Webber. I love it. With Sporsac, I introduced payments and API calls without any accounts or credit system. Payment is handled with Bitcoin. I think that was probably a first. I now have gone beyond. I now have gobeyond.org renewing itself automatically, so servers are now buying other servers. I also believe this to be a first. I generally identify as an engineer. I love writing, and I can't enjoy cooking. I like bikes, and I like working on them. Yeah, I like it, dude. I like this guy a lot. God damn. I like this man a fair bit. Jesus Christ. So, basically, we've come across this dude's, like, I would assume it's a personal website, one that wants you to look further. And for all intents and purposes, the guy isn't, like, you know, fucking crazy conspiracy crackpot theorist. He's actually, like, an intelligent person. And I gotta say, in that department, I am fairly impressed, and I would actually love to talk to you in person. So I don't know if I'll ever come across and watch this video, but you have my heart, buddy. Even if you're a former Canadian, God bless. I will send you a package of maple syrup to your house, my friend. Maple syrup with some good curry powder laced with it, just for that extra Indian flair, I guess, if you want to put it. But from Canada to Texas and fucking stories up above. What a start to this Dank Web episode. But that being said, I can't spend all my time here. I gotta go to the next website. Oy vey, forever in love. All right, so you got UFOs, you got hearts, emails with hearts, ladies and gentlemen. I haven't been across one of these in a while. Now, I don't know if the background is a slight reference to the Illuminati, but hey, I'm going to take it like that. So let's go to the next page. So I open up a bunch of these tabs over here. So version 1, Zuckit 2020, which actually leads us to a page we've seen before, all right, of Mark Zuckerberg and old Nunny boy right there back. Zuckit 2020, are we telling Zuck to fund abortions and fucking... be president of the United States 2020? Because I'd love to see Mark Zuckerberg, dude. If you are a pedophile, please go find therapy and do not visit my page. What a escalation, by the way. Just immediately darts the fuck up, by the way. God damn. But let's go around over here. Portals. So you've got different websites for us to go to, and you know we'll see those as time goes on. Butt Muscle, the awards, and Deep in Ether. So these are like videos and music tracks that you can find. God bless. God bless. We've got an email over here. Socially retarded bitch. Slut. Come on, dude. I can't do this, all right? I can't keep doing it. So we got slutbot at secmail.pro. My cunt is the cave of Satan. So we appear to have a woman holding up this beautiful mention, the upside down cross, and what is that, Baphomet's pentagram. Well, her cunt is indeed the cave of Satan. Now, if we go further into it, we see what appears to be an IBM old school monochrome computer. God damn, you remember the days of this? Yes, Fallout wasn't just memeing, boys and girls. But over here, oh man, look at that edginess. Kill! Let me actually open something else real quick. So we go back to the main page if we click the clouds again. So this is the first image. It's called Kill. Okay. IBM Watson, which I believe is IBM's supercomputer. In the future, every decision that mankind makes is going to be informed by a cognitive system like Watson, AI. All right, so AI is leading the future. We appear to have a bordered Instagram frame of the demons and evils and all the fucking shit of the world. Network security tools. All right, this is what I don't get about these websites. Is like we just fucking escalate from point to point to fucking point. But let's go, man, let's go. Hello, everyone. Can you give me deep webs that have contents about torture, execution, murder? Thank you very much. Does anyone know a good way to get good live stream public killings? Hello, I need help. So it's great that you actually have what appears to be Reddit posts of this kind of shit. People here asking for torture, execution, murder, all that. This is the thing that I have an issue with on the dank web too. It's like, people always think that you come across like straight up murder porn and all that crazy shit. Dude, watch like the last 50 episodes. Do you realize the amount of fucking retarded shit we come across? It's like not even funny anymore. Like it's just out there. It's far from what you expect. I swear to God, I've seen more violent shit on the fucking clear web than I've ever seen on the deep web at this point. Here you have a brain sucking up knowledge. All right, knowledge indeed. And on the bottom, panpsychism is a concept. It may be where the fuck are we going with this? It may be proposed the three essential characteristics. Objects have experiences for themselves, that is. The mind-like quality is something internal to or inherent in the object. Oh, so my fucking my Xbox controller has thoughts itself. What you thinking there, buddy? I'm kidding, dude. I'm a real bitch late at night. There is a sense in which this experience is singular to the extent that a structure is matter and energy, and we call this object as one thing. Okay, number 3, an object is a particular configuration of mass, energy, and therefore any configuration of systems of mass and energy should qualify in the same sense. Okay, so what I've learned from this website, let's do a quick recap. UFOs, Illuminati, forever in love. But let's go deep down. We've got a collection of Mark Zuckerberg's Zuckit. We've got Butt Muscle, the awards, Deep in Ether. We've got Zuck with the naughty boy in the back. All right. Oh, by the way, please fund the abortions. Please, in fucking God's name, fund that abortion. Your flesh is a relic. Surrender your flesh. And then we go down to like other websites over here. So like, you know, blah, 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 blah. Slutbot at secmail.pro so you can contact later. And then IBM spooky AI network security tools kill IBM Watson. And then back to forever in love. Did any of that make sense to you? No? Yeah, guess what? Me neither. Let's go to the next website. What is the nature of reality? We exist in a space-time continuum called the creation. Mother Nature, the Divine Mother, Maya or Ma? All right, so what is the nature of reality? All right, you know you're in for a long fucking page when you got that as the first question. We are composed of atomic matter formed in stars within galaxies. All right. Scientists have proved that splitting atoms creates a release of phenomenal energy. E equals mc squared. All right. With me so far. The law of conservation of energy states that energy can neither be created nor destroyed. Yeah, dude. All right. Therefore, this energy has always been caused by the Big Bang and is older than the physical universe. And now we've got, you know, JPEGs of fucking illumination, if anything. The energy is present now within every atom in your body. You get that? The energy is all there. The energy is conscious and intelligent. It is the self-organizing principle within nature. It is what guides the grand design of nature. It is the source energy. You get that, Divinity fans? It is the spirit of nature. It is your deepest self. It's your life force. It is your spirit. It is what we call God, Brahma, the creator, Tao, the source, Wakantanaka, Allah, Yahweh, Jah, and Om. The laws of nature are this energy. Like you start going at 10 kilometers an hour, and then all of a sudden, you're just like fucking up in that red zone, dude. Oh, there's no escalation. It's like you floored it. The laws of energy are this, okay. Encoded within those laws are an intelligent genetic evolutionary impulse to evolve life forms which have an ever-increasing ability for self-awareness. To develop an ever-increasing ability for deep thought and feeling. We got this bearded lad, leading to the real wisdom of knowing the actual truth of your own existence. What is the ultimate purpose of life is the absolute living of joy of living in harmony with who you really are on the deepest level. The source energy itself. Okay, the ability to feel and live in harmony with it to the extent of which we are self-realized. One can discover this through meditation. You can see it with the mind's eye as the purest inner light of your being. Clairvoyance, okay, you can hear it within as the sounds of all your atoms singing. The music of the spheres, the Om. Clairaudience, you can feel it in your deepest heart as the total unconditional love of your being. And then you get down to shit like cosmic consciousness. It is your self-unfolding joy. It exists within every cell of your body. This isn't intellectual. The only intellectual part is learning a real meditation technique. Okay, so once you begin to feel it, you know it. Now is the only time to know it. Along the way, you enter what the yogis call samadhi, or the temporal nirvana. Alright, dude. All I'm getting right now over here is fucking, I have to figure this out for myself, which I guess that's kind of what meditation is all about, man. You know, self-actualization is literally just self-actualization. You can't read it in a book. It's going to happen to you. So I don't know. I've done the whole meditation stuff, and it's calming. I mean, it helps you think a lot, but I think at any moment you don't have to do, I don't know. This kind of stuff can be done in so many ways that, I'm glad that they don't give you an exact way to do it, so at least it's true. So let's go down over here. To eliminate the feeling of separation and merge within the source of life within you is to align yourself with the energy, with the atomic structure that creates your own being. Okay, that is true wisdom. Through centuries of political, cultural, okay, we're literally showcasing, like, fucking terrorism, like fucking Tiananmen Square massacres at this point. Crazy stuff, by the way. At the center of all things created and uncreated. Knowing yourself in this way gives you the practical, experimental wisdom on how to end your identification with your planetary chakra, karma, DNA body. We're just fucking combining words together now, aren't we? Let's be real here. We're just straight up just combining words now. Let's not kid ourselves. And then we end it with Janata 2018 copyrighted. A perfect state of being, a union of yourself with the essence of all life in creation, life itself, the power of nature, your life force. Feel it. Know it now. What in the fuck? Alright, you know, the message isn't wrong, without a doubt. It's finding out who you are within yourself. I think that applies to anyone of any culture all over the world. But sometimes, things get out of control and we just go off on a million tangents. I think I can confirm safely that my brain feels like fucked right now. I feel face fucked. So we're going to back out of this and we're going to leave and we're going to go somewhere where Muda doesn't feel so face fucked anymore. Wake up, Neo. Alright, we got a little fucking Matrix reference, dude. Big ups to the John Wick 3 trailer coming out, by the way. It's already out. Wake up, Neo. Oh man, this just comes off, you know. John Wick 3's coming out soon, dude. Can't wait to see my boy Keanu again, but I'm glad we're paying homage slightly back to his Matrix days. So, wake up, Neo's right over here. Let's hit enter and wake up, dude. I did not remember exactly what he was talking about. Okay, I like the design of this website already. I just love it. For the first time in a long time, I did not feel that I was alone. Everything is fine with me. What are you doing here? No matter. We are both drifting on this god-forgotten station, and none of us know how long this will last. Okay, logbook. From the Earth, the cosmos seemed more native to me. Now I feel that they are rejected by him. Or this is acceptance. I do not know. It's good that I can catch at least some signals from the planet. But I do not even know how far from home I am. I think this is a little story here. It was updated in 2018, 4/20. Ooh, getting a little dank, aren't we? I do not remember what day of my stay at the station. It seems I completely forget what it is like for me to live there at home. Actually, that there is a house. There were minor disruptions at the station. It is possible to look in the onboard computer. I mean, I'd hope you can. So over here, they've got updates over here. Program board computer uses CTH, board computer IDE version. Hello, space dude. Welcome, user. The system does not work correctly. The module was damaged, which caused a malfunction in the work of the station. This is like somebody's cool ARG story, I guess that's going on. Interesting. So if we go to like news, they've got, okay. Fantastic names of Sharon. The signals from the planet comes with a delay of 69 years. Scattered signals received by the station receiver are collected here. This is interesting to observe how our knowledge developed, how our ideas about the world were formed. When you read this, you feel that you belong to something great, something worthwhile, and loneliness fades into the background. Fantastic Names of Sharon, responsible for assigning names to celestial bodies and natural objects on the International Astronomical Union, IAU, has registered the first official names of surface structures on Charon, the large natural satellite of Pluto. As a leitmotif off this science fiction and mythology, man, I cannot read tonight, Charles Montes, this is somebody's story. This is somebody's, really, crazy look into, space exploration. It's fascinating, but at the same time, I'm not getting it. At the side over here, they've got references. There's, one anime reference over here, which is, all of it, it's I don't know what I'm reading. It's crazy. Fast radio emission in deep space. Astronomers register a super powerful and ultra-short radio flare in the far space. Some researchers tend to believe that these signals can have an artificial origin. Within the framework of the project for the search of the signals from the extraterrestrial intelligence breakthroughs, LISTEN, astronomers managed to fix the signal of a new distant source of required radio emission, fast radio bursts. Canada actually recently just found one that apparently was real, and it could be signs of ALMAOs, which is really cool. So the more we go into it, the more they talk about, ion engines, so all this kind of stuff. WASP-39b is full of water, so it's a distant planet they found. Again, the story has received some level of commitment. So if you see one of the earliest posts, which would be here, it's 3/14/2018. It hasn't been updated since then, but I mean, it's there and it's still kept up. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. It's got 4 posts. So if you go to archive, it's got chapter 1. Ooh, the midnight begins with a change on shift. Wait a minute. In a security shift in midnight, Trinity jumped. It is, dude, what? It's like the Matrix fan fiction. I just came across Matrix fan fiction. Trinity jumped from the top of the building on a bike, and as it fell towards the checkpoint, she left the bike doing a backflip in midair. As she landed on the ground, the bike crashed, causing the checkpoint to explode. The guards beyond the range of the explosion charged towards her, but Trinity defeats them all. She called the operator and said, "I'm in." Everything turns into the coding of the Matrix, and the scene changes. Trinity jumps out of the window of a skyscraper. Oh my fucking god. It's literally fucking Matrix fanfiction. It's like an extended Matrix universe they fucking wrote. Chapter 3. Page not found. Don't panic. I feel like this might be worked on. Is there something to it? Can I view the page source? No. There's nothing. What in the fuck is going on here? I am so confused. So basically what I've come across over here is in this situation, we have come across a Matrix fanfiction that exists on the internet, but it's also extended. It's like a Matrix fanfiction with old fucking PC Engine visuals and this animated style up here. It's out there, man. It's really fucking out there. But yeah, apparently it's there. And you start off with what I think right over there would be Keanu Reeves' character, Neo, right there in the movie. This is, you know what? I'm going to ask you, what do you think is the purpose of it? What do you think about this page? Because what I know is I need to take the motherfucking blue pill and get back to my reality, because this red pilling is too fucking much for me right now. This is the most mind-boggling episode I've had in a while, let me tell you. This might be the most mind-boggling episode we've done in a while of deep web browsing, which is fucking amazing. Let's go to the next website. Fuck it. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our dank web video of the week. Now, it's about 1:23 seconds in general. It's well above our average, but what's more important, ladies and gentlemen, is the shot of the United States flag tossed into it right here. With such a conspiracy-laden night tonight, I really hope we're not going to look into some fucking conspiracies even further. My brain needs a rest, but what I don't need a rest on is watching dank web videos. So let's sit back, hit play, and see what we've got. Alright, so let's wave the flag. Oh, magic jump cut. That's great, dude. I thought there was going to be something there, okay? Let's walk on the streets. Okay, it's snowing. This is outside my house, dude. It just dropped snowing. What the fuck? All right, let's snow around, walk out in the wilds there. And, you know, the thing about these videos is the fact that we're watching this in, like, 2 frames a second. Okay. It's just walking around in the snow. That's really all it is. It's nothing more than that. Okay. It's still walking around in the snow. It's like shot so low resolution, it's not even funny. Like, there's the problem with these videos. It's like 2 frames a fucking second on like a potato camera. But we're walking around and there's nothing over there. But the audio is pretty clear in comparison to the video quality. Like, it's kind of almost jarring. But we walk through and that's... What the fuck, man? Okay? Just stop it with this kind of shit, man. I'm fucking, like, okay. Look, you know, it's weird because sometimes you have, like, red room footage of stupid shit. Of like, feeding fucking bacon to, like, I don't know. And then you got walking in the snow. Alright? Man, it's fucking scary, dude. Compared to last week's was, like, the best, dude. Last week's was the alien UFO in the sky, and we called it a fucking day. This week, ladies and gentlemen, is a little bit different than what I usually expect. This one was just walking in the snow. So, you know, there's a certain rating that I have to give these fucking dank web videos, and that's walking through the snow is not fucking edgy and scary. I'd rather see some rando shit, but apparently all it was just walk through the snow. Alright, so we're walking around looking at the ground. Nothing really happened, so I believe this is part of something bigger. We got the American flag in the beginning. I don't know what waving that has to do. Like, is this some, like, Purge? Like, you know that movie series, The Purge? Is it, like, some slight reference to it? I'm not sure. But I was expecting something to happen, dude. Like, something freaky to happen out of here. It's like, the problem with these videos is that I stay tense a lot of the times when I'm watching. Like, I'm like, tense the fuck out. And then you just cuck me. You just absolutely cuckold me out of my own tenseness. Like, at least give me a fucking jump scare sometimes. God damn. But you know, ladies and gentlemen, that was our dank web video of the week. I don't think there's anything much more than I have to analyze in this situation. I mean, you look further and further into it. The reality of it is that the video is only like a minute, you know, something long. And then the further you go into it, right, like you go up these stairs and it's just a massive array of jump cuts. It's so low resolution, I can't tell anything of it. And the frame rate is so low that it rivals my fucking Intel HD graphic integrated GPU when I'm trying to run anything past 1996 graphics. So I don't know, dude. I don't know, man. It's out there. It's something. I feel like at the end of the day, we have something bigger as a part of this. I almost feel like this is somewhere in the realm of, like, and this might be stretching it like crazy, but you guys remember the Robert Pullman, I think Robert Heltman or something like that, where it was the whole, what was it, like the garbage bag girl Daisy or some shit, and it was the dude in the mask, those set of videos. I feel like this, to an extent, is related there, because the video, like, quality and the style, like, I guess monochrome isn't really a special style to it, but I feel like it's on that same verge. What's the story behind this? What's the arg? Let me know. Help me figure it out. Let me see. If somebody knows where the origin to this, maybe that'll help too. But what I'm going to do is back the fuck out and go somewhere else. So this is a thread that got linked actually from 4chan, and this is one of these archival threads. Now apparently from what I'm gathering over here is back in 2014, somebody on the paranormal board on 4chan posted a thread where they got a computer that had some kind of virus and like weird shit happened around the house. So let's look into it. Hello X, I used to browse here a lot a few years back, but haven't stopped in for some time. A friend of mine recently had to send his computer into a shop because he thought he had downloaded some kind of virus. At the same time, he kept telling me about weird shit that kept happening to him in his house. The main one is he's been having issues with both lights and his television turning either on or off when he knows that he left them on the other way before leaving the room and returning. He hasn't actually witnessed them going out, but they're always opposite of how he left them. From what I've heard, the only real thing that he noticed being up in his computer is that he kept finding images and textiles in his download folder that he never knowingly downloaded. Long story short, this got me thinking. Do you think it could ever be possible that some kind of paranormal entity to either fuck with your computer, or maybe even could the computer be the original source of whatever is fucking up in his house? Pics mostly unrelated. Just the only thing I had still saved from when I used to be on here a lot. Okay, so that's some old profile pic. The dude was sharing in the world of fortunes. Also, thinking while I'm at it, should I recommend him to maybe leave an iPhone or something recording when he leaves a room to see if he can catch up with anything happening? So, essentially, what's happening over here is this dude thinks that a computer virus or some, like, ghost is affecting a computer, and that's where it goes down to. So we're going to read some of the responses and see what's going down in typical 4chan fashion, and I guess, really, analyze it for ourselves. It's kind of an interesting thing to read upon, right? So, maybe you could, so somebody responds to some of his quotes. Maybe the computer be the original source. Absolutely not. The computer could only fuck up with the rest of the house if it was a demonic house and the computer was connected to it. Otherwise, the worst the computer could do to be shutting off the lights of the house is excessive power consumption. Do you think it could be possible for some kind of paranormal entity to fuck with a computer? You need some really intelligent ghost to operate at CPU level. Yeah, this ghost has to naturally fucking do a SEMP opcode right now down to the CPU level. If the ghost was using regular human means, keyboard, mouse input to fuck with your computer, your friend would have seen it. Computer ghosts don't real. I mean, you don't know that, dude. You never proven actual ghosts. You never proved the paranormal. You couldn't prove the computer paranormal either. Come on now. Let's be real. What kind of files do you have? Are these program files or random junk files? Obviously, ghosts don't real, but the computer might have malware, and that could do just about anything. So computer ghosts does real. Yeah, but unless your computer ghost can... Nowadays, it's interesting when you look at this. This is back in 2014. Nowadays, a lot of us have smart connected accessories, I believe, right? Like, we all have Amazon Alexas, Google Voices. Does Apple have one? Like, does Apple have, like, a fucking home AI or whatever? Whatever. We have these home AIs connected, right? And we also have, like, lights and shit connected. I know my buddy who's, like, really fucking on the cutting edge of this kind of shit. I don't fucking trust it. But he has, like, this Google Home thing, and he has, like, all these lights connected to Google Home. So he's able to say, hey, Google, can you turn hey, Google, can you turn kitchen lights on or off? And his kitchen lights turn on and off, right? So he's able to control a lot of stuff in his home. I find it a little gimmicky, and I also find it unsafe. I would never allow my home to have controller automation given to Google servers. I would never do that. Neither would I do it to Amazon or Apple or any of these tech companies. They don't deserve to be in my life that much. You're paying for them to be in your fucking house controlling shit. Come on now, let's get off the malarkey for a second. But anyways, nowadays, if you look at this kind of, if this thread was to be posted, they'd be like, oh wow, is your Alexa fucking hacked or something? Or is somebody hearing your shit? Is somebody like telling Alexa to do stuff over and over? Like, that could be real. But back in the day, I mean, we didn't have that shit, so I don't know. So worst case, you have to delete a few videos, nothing interesting happens. So try it. It's just, so anyways, over here. It's an old Toshiba laptop, so most of the time it isn't actually plugged in anyways. Like I said, images and text files, but from the ones I saw, it just looks like a bunch of corrupted shit. Like, if you've ever seen glitch art, they sort of look like that. Double your chances and try recording a room with the virus that is infected. If you do catch anything, it probably won't count as much for proof. Anybody with a remote or an extension cord can make a video where a TV turns off or on or the lights flicker. I mean, that's true. That's true, but I mean, if you're actually being legit and you see it yourself, if this was happening to me and I did that shit and it caught up, I wouldn't care if you believed it or not. I'd fucking move out. Like, I'm just saying. But let's go down over here a little bit more. So, does your friend have the PC back yet? Did anything else happen to him recently? This thread is long, by the way. Like, if you go down over here, it is lengthy as a motherfucker. God damn. So at this point, people are like, so when you go through further into the thread, there's other people who are making like claims that they've been infected by this demon program. So like right over here, you've got a fuckboy Lamau, and then you go down to like fuck the whore, and then you got like these fucking statues of what appears to be like you got statues of the Virgin Mary and shit. And then over here, you have like people posting out to like lights. I believe there's somebody like watching from an angle or some shit. And it's getting like downright freaky. People reverse Google image this Virgin Mary and they didn't find anything. And then people are getting like random texts where like a demon photo is sending and they're getting like ones and zeros in binary. Like, it's getting fucking crazy. up in this point. Like, what in the actual shit is going on? And the thread just keeps going. Everyone pops in and says, we're fucked, we're fucked. Here they got like photos of like the Columbine shooters and shit who are basically being suspected as possible demons who are infecting our computers. Wow, in the world of holy doom wads, what the fuck have we hit? My God, ladies and gentlemen, the world is weird, let me tell you. And ladies and gentlemen, that was another episode of Deep Web Browsing, Dank Web Browsing, Dark Web Browsing, the part of the week where we take a look at the danker side of the internet. Honestly, this week's been the weirdest week possible. It's not just conspiracies, it's multiple sorts of fan fictions in universes that are almost over a decade, 15 years ago, man. We've seen lovely, lovely threads, all related to demons haunting computers. One that kind of leaves me a little chilled, and a video that honestly is the depiction of Dank Web Art Project. So we've had a pretty interesting week, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know what you think. I think out of all the videos I've done lately, this might be the more weirder, mind-numbing one out there. But that being said, let me know what you think. If you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Just like if you dislike it. This is me, Mudahar, and I am out.